Welcome back to West Ham Irons United for welcome back to West Ham Irons United for the player rating show. My screen just went completely black. I have no idea what's going on. But we are here. I hope you are all well. The player rating show. I'm joined as I always am with Matt. Matt, how are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Another win on the board as we move up to fourth position. Happy days.
It's kind of surreal, isn't it? Like, I think we had a record. I think I read this morning that we've had a record amount of away wins for this season. I think we've got like the second best home record in the league or something. It's it's a surreal place, isn't it? Fourth, 52 points already.
Yeah, I know.
I think this is the first rating show when we've actually won a game. I think we get to be happy today.
Yeah, love it. Right, let's see who's in the chat. Toby's in the chat. Absolutely spoiling us, lads. So much content. Well, there you go. We just can't get off the screens. Garino's in as well. Hope you're well. Positive win 3-2 at Molineux. We've got past our kind of bogey ground, I suppose, something like that. But we'll move on to our first player, Lucas Fabianski, in goal. Didn't do a huge amount wrong, Matt.
No, I mean, there was nothing he could really do for the two goals. In fairness, was there? One was a header put right in the corner, and then the other one again was a brilliant bit of play over the top, and he put that right in the corner. Apart from that, he was solid enough. Made the good saves, made some catches, claimed from crosses, punched well enough. I mean, look, he didn't make a mistake, and as a goalkeeper, that's all you can really ask him to do.
Yeah.
So I thought 7. Seven's a fair rating.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Didn't do a huge amount wrong. He did what he was. He did what all goalkeepers are asked to do. Conceded 2 goals, but I mean, I don't think he could do a massive amount of the 5 goals he's conceded in the last 2 games, Matt.
No, I mean, the Arsenal game, he scored 2 own goals. There's not much he can do about them. I mean, I saw a couple of people on Twitter say maybe he could have done more for the second goal yesterday.
I saw that, yeah.
But he did put it right in the corner. I don't know.
Yeah, that's all right, yeah. Toby says, and the way we've played last 2 games, you should split it into first half and second half ratings. Very good point. Gary, hope you're well. Gary's also going with a 7 for Fabianski. Stu's in. Second goal is debatable. Toby says 6 didn't make any mistakes and didn't have much to do. His kicking is so bad. I think we've seen better kicking, but I don't think his everything else in his is pretty much fine. 7, Fab 7, collected all crosses with ease. So I think we've come. Oh no, Anton's changed this to a 6. He's gone from a 7 to a 6. But there we go. Right, we'll move on into the defence now, and we start with Vladimir Coufal. Vladimir Coufal, Matt, and what did you think of his performance yesterday? Yesterday?
He didn't have. He didn't. Well, he had a bit of a quiet attacking game, but then again, barring the first Wolves goal, he actually kept Adama Traore rather quiet. So
yeah,
he sacrificed his attacking intent to nullify Traore, and he had a big bit of play in the first goal, 1-2 with 4 hours to release Lingard. Yeah. So I'd give him a 7. We've seen what Traore can do, and it was only the only one time he really beat him down the wing was when he got that cross in for the goal. So, I'll give him a 7. He always works hard, puts a tackle in, puts a shift in. Didn't really make any mistakes. I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, that's what's coming in the chat. It seems to be all 7s. 7 solid game, but got done for their goal. Coufal got to be 6 or 7, pretty average. I mean, he's had better games, Matt, hasn't he? But he didn't, lead to a goal. Is a mistake, was there?
No, like I said, he was up against I think, like the fastest player in the league. So, you know, if most other teams, he probably would have committed more tackling and going forward, but he probably knew that if he got caught out, he's never catching him. So it could have played on him, but he had a solid enough game. He done what was expected of him.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. The highest one that came in was 8 from Luke. He owned the right flank. Garina says Soufal 7, solid game, got done for pace for the first goal. Soufal 7, Traore gave him trouble. I mean, he's always gonna, beat him for pace at times, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
genetics.
Traore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is. But not a bad game for him. We'll move into the centre back pairing then. And the first one, he signed a new contract today. He is a West Ham player. It's Craig Dawson. As I said, signed I think it's a 2-3 year deal to join us from Watford. I think it's triggered some clause. But what did you think of his game last night, Matt?
He's a bit up and down. He had a bit of a couple of iffy clearances. He got booked. Took that really early booking, didn't he?
Both of them. Both centre backs were booked in 10 minutes.
But he made some big clearances, but then we also conceded 2 goals. So I feel when we play as a 5 at the back, you're more harsh on the centre backs than the full backs because they're out there on the wing to attack. So I don't know. I'll probably give him a 6. I feel I was debating between 5 and a 6. I don't really think anyone at the back 3 played particularly well, especially in that second half. But he made some tackles at times, clearances, had that rash booking, but then he was, I don't know, 6, I think.
Yeah, I think that is fair. So we're rating Dawson 7. James and Soufal was 8. 7 again, solid, not amazing. Going up for 8 there from Stu. James says Dawson was poor, 6. Dawson 7, solid again with the odd hoof. Yeah, he enjoyed a few hoofs last night. Dawson 6, brick wall and clear. Can't ask anymore. 6, not over the last couple of games. Needs to get his head right. H. Liddy was thinking 6. Dawson 7, not great, but picked up early yellow, which affected him. Yeah, we're going it is, one was up at 8, but I think that's where we are going at. W&P says booking was 1 for the team. And I think it was. So we're going for 6 for him as we move in. As we move into Issa Diop. What did you think of Issa Diop's performance? Didn't do a huge amount wrong. He was all right, wasn't he, Matt?
No, it was a bit similar to Dawson's. Like you said, he also got booked inside the first 10 minutes. And his one was more... I think his one, if I remember, was more stupid than Dawson's. I think Dawson's
was.
Although he got booked early, he sort of had to take it on the wing. Whereas, I think Diop's... Traore always counter-attacking, but we had 4 defenders back. And then Diop just took him out from behind.
Yeah.
Again, he jumps out. I mean, I've actually seen today, I've surprisingly seen him getting a lot of stick for the second goal we conceded.
Yeah.
Which, for me, isn't his fault at all, because Cresswell should have been there. But, again, he jumps out a bit. He always does commit and thinks he's going to win the ball. He has some good clearances. I'll probably give him a 6. I'll probably put him with Dawson. If I don't do halves, if I was given half, I would give him the extra bit, but I don't, so I'm giving him a 6.
Yeah, we're not halves here. But straight to the point. It's 6 or 7. We've gone with 6. I mean, I gave Dawson 6, Diop 6. I think that is fair. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. We've gone for 8 for Diop. Dad did say versus the game. In the game, he was his man of the match. Garina said Diop 6, positioning and heading crosses were an issue as Wolves put in a lot. Diop 5. He is too head down and doesn't understand the back 3. 6 for Diop. Dawson was more solid in my opinion. Diop 6 yet again. Positioning was poor. I actually thought he was better. He was the better centre half marginally. 5 to 6, 7. Yeah, I mean this is one that's split opinions a bit more in the chat because we've gone down from 5 to 8. There's a lot going on. So yeah, we are going between 7 needs to learn how to jump. 6 he's been struggling lately, not sure why. I think that's pretty much Matt. That's the one that split most opinions so far in these shows.
Yeah, it was a big range. I mean, to be fair, I think Diop's missing, and I can't believe I'm saying this. I think he's missing like the commanding presence of Ogbonna to sort of tell him what to do.
Yeah.
And Ogbonna not leaving that back line seems to be maybe possibly where the injuries are, like not the injuries, so where the goals are coming from. Because with Ogbonna in there, it didn't matter who was alongside him. We seemed to keep clean sheets, and now Ogbonna's come out, and it's made a difference. But
I think Dawson being there has helped Diop as well, because if it would have been Balbuena in there, none of them two are massive speakers. You know, they're not the two biggest communicators, and I think Dawson is one of them, and I think that helps Diop massively.
But yeah, look, Diop, he didn't have I wouldn't say he had a bad game. I wouldn't say he had a great game. So yeah, I think about 6 is fair enough.
Yeah, and we'll move on along the back 5 to Aaron Cresswell. Aaron Cresswell then, a lot of people are saying he was at fault. Bad game for him, you know, people saying he wasn't his best game. At fault for the second goal. What do you think?
Yeah, it was weird because, I mean, we've played back 5 a lot during the season, but it was almost like Cresswell wasn't sure a lot of the time whether we was playing a back 5 or playing a back 4. Like a lot of the game, he seemed to get caught out, and it's just strange that we made a sub, and that's when he made the mistake. Like after we changed to really say, no, we are definitely playing a back 5 now. And like I said, for that second goal, he committed out for he didn't trust Noble to win the tackle and just said, I'm going to win this tackle. Which, unless you're 100% in that position, going to win it. Yes, all right, the guy had to put in a great ball. He did put the ball over the top into the space and he finished it, but he made that opportunity by committing out and leaving that massive gap in behind Diop. I'll still give him a 6. I was going between 5.5 and a 6, but I'll give him a 6. But it wasn't his best performance.
Yeah, 5 or 6. I think I agree with you there. Let's see. Let me scroll up. There's loads and loads of comments. Toby says 5 for Cresswell. Bad game for him. Cresswell 6. Wonder the left foot, but defending and pace is a massive worry. I think he put in some fantastic crosses as well, as per usual. Garina says Cresswell 6, put in some good crosses, but was at fault for the second goal. Think he saw an ice cream van and went to get a 99. Hashtag free Ben Rama, we love a bit of that. 5, we've dropped down to a 4. Cresswell shocking, second goal was his fault. Cresswell 6, 5, 5 not his best game. Cresswell 5 has a brilliant delivery but can't defend. That's it. Anton's changing to a 5 again. He's changing. He's been persuaded. Gary says 6 not his natural position. Yeah, I expected that to be around the 5 or 6 area. I think that is fair. If we move on then, a bit of I don't know whether it was a surprise inclusion or not. That's for you to decide. It is King Arthur made a return to Stell's delight. Let's rate Arthur Masuaku. Coming back from being out for quite a few months is always hard. He played 65 minutes. He did all right, didn't he, Matt?
I thought he did quite well, to be honest. I was quite surprised. I mean, like, in some ways, I say I'm surprised he came straight back in. But then, as me and Ant have noticed during the previews, that when Moyes bigs up a player in his pre-match press conference, they tend to end up playing. So the fact he went out of his way to talk about Masuaku sort of led. And, you know, if he plays, it's only really going to be that wing-back position. But I thought he played quite well. You know, I thought he covered for Cresswell quite well. He got back. He carried the ball well going forward. He put in some decent crosses. Got the assist for the second goal, making up the ground. I'd give him a 7. I think he was it was a good run for 65 minutes. Obviously, he looked tired at the end of it when he came off, but he said his first game in like 4 months. I think he played quite well. I'm sure Stell was devastated.
Yeah, I don't think Stell's in the chat tonight, but yeah, I think he did all right. You know, first game back, it's always hard, as I said, and he put in a decent performance for an hour. He looked very tired, and he wasn't getting out to his man for that 5 minutes, and Moyes noticed that and brung him off. Let's see what you guys are saying. So let's rate Masuaku. So sevens are coming in. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. King Arthur at 7. Got the assist, was decent enough. Let's guess again. That's a 7. Can only get better with game time. Masuaku 7. They had no idea what to do with him. We got a different number. Masuaku finally freed 8. 8. Good anticipation for our second goal. Gets him an extra point. Yeah, I think that got us that goal because I don't think Lingard was going to get there. But he was just there at the right time to just put it back. Fantastic finish from Pablo Fornals. We're back to a 7. For me, got his assist, carried the ball well, but there was always a chance he was going to hold on to it at the wrong time. Yeah, he does like it does. He's got that about him. You know, he messes around with it a bit. Definitely. Yeah, so I think 7 is fair for King Arthur, Matt.
Yeah, we're going to go with that. Yeah.
Yeah. So we will move into the, would you say, substituted in a way, midfield because of the loss of Declan Rice. We will start with the Czech man, Thomas Souček. What are you thinking then, Matt? Thomas Souček, thoughts on his game?
I was going to say surprised, but I wasn't. He played a lot deeper yesterday than he normally does. You know, we didn't see much of him going forward. He did have the ball in the back of the net, but it was, you know, rightly ruled out for a handball. You know, no matter what version of handball rule we got these days, it hit him like on the forearm.
Yeah.
Accidental or not, he literally controlled it and smashed it in. So, yeah. But, I mean, apart from that, we didn't see him forward that much, did we? But, you know, he was giving the legs in the midfield, slotted in next to Noble, making sure that Noble was always covered. So, I'll give him a solid 7.
Yeah.
You know, he was sort of handcuffed in attacking, but he done a good job in front of the back 4. Or back 5, should we say. So, yeah, I'd give him a 7.
Not with his favoured partner, you know, there. He had to do a bit more. We'll come to Noble in a sec because I thought he had a really good game. But he partnered him well, I thought, Souček. I thought he adapted well. He was really, really good picking up the balls. As you said, he got the ball in the back of the net, but it was chalked off, as you said. So, Matt is giving this man a 7, which I think is fair. Right, let's go into the comments. Let's see what you guys are saying for Souček. 7, steady game. 7. Oh goodness, honestly, I'm gonna have to keep saying 7. 7. Oh no, here we go. The midfield will cause rows in the chat. 8. 7. 7. Reliable as always. 8 for Souček. Top draw, covered loads of ground. He definitely did. Big Tommy 7. Played 3 games in the week and looked tired.
That's a fair comment. To be fair, you know, he did play all 3 games Czech Republic. You know, he came back Thursday and then played for us straight away.
He's a machine. A machine. He definitely is. Toby says 7, just solid, no miracles, and I had money on him to score a header. Yeah, Mark says Souček must be tired from the international. He's a machine. Gary says 7, not his normal self, but he hasn't got Rice. So this is how we will be playing for the next couple of weeks. Souček 7, not great, but got into them, and they didn't like his power. Played the Rice role very, very good. 7, yeah, there's a lot of 7s tonight, but I think that's fair. We'll move on to his partner, Mr. West Ham, and let's see what we think about his performance. Would you say prove the doubters wrong, Matt?
This is where that comment said the midfield's going to split the room, because
split opinion.
The Arsenal game, I absolutely scathed him. I gave him a 1 for the Arsenal game.
I know. I was thinking that just as we were on there last time we rated Noble, we gave him a 1. So I wonder what we're going to go for this time.
I'm actually giving him an 8. You know,
superb.
I was surprised he actually did.
So was I.
Do what I thought he'd do. He actually did sit in front of the back four. He let Souček do the running. He didn't go off and go chasing the ball. He did do the simple thing of retaining, winning it back, passing it off again. And like I said in review last night, he had, I think, most interceptions and most turnovers.
The stats were incredible. Yeah, I did find the stats, but earlier on, but it was really incredible. His stats, I thought.
So he had 100% long passing accuracy, 89% overall pass accuracy, 9 balls recovered, which was the most by anyone West Ham team, 6 final third passes, 4 interceptions, which was the most by a West Ham player, and then only 2 tackles though, which I was surprised about because it seemed he got stuck in a lot more than. But look, he came in and done as he always seems to somehow do, gets everyone's back up moaning he shouldn't be playing, and he comes to put in a performance.
Yeah.
So I'll give him an 8.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to split opinions, and I felt that he was really, really good. You know, as we said at half time, he did what Rice does defensively, the dirty work, getting around, and really getting around. You know, and. I mean, he hasn't. He's not going to be like Rice. You know, we get with Rice that attacking drive as well, which we know we're not going to get from Noble. But for considering his age and what he is, I thought it was superb. I thought he did us all proud out there. Right, let's see what you guys are saying. Right, let's see who's gonna debate now. Zach's gone for a 5. I don't know whether that's for the previous player or that, but it's underrate Noble, so I'm guessing it's for Noble. Zach, 5. Anton's gone 8. Noble 8. Stepped in and did a great job. Noble a 6 for me. Played like a I have no idea what that says for the first 30. Did better than a lot of people said, but he didn't impose himself as a captain when he usually would. I still love him though, don't we all? Noble 7, well done. Noble 7, solid enough. Tried to bring down a few Wolves players for tactical fouls, but was too slow to get there. Gets an extra point for effort and for covering a difficult position to fill. I completely agree. Oh, we've gone for in the middle. 8.5. I'm not a West Ham fan, but watch the game. 8.5. 6 until Matt told the stats, which was surprising. So it goes up to an 8. See, Matt, you influence people.
Well, the stats, you know what? I thought we had I was actually sitting at the same sort of thing as Stu. I was like, he had an all right game. And then I saw the stats and I was like, what? And I went back and watched it. I was like, yeah, he did.
I completely agree because I thought he put in a really solid performance. I saw them stats. I thought, wow. 7. Let's see what other people are saying. Scott says Noble 7 did well, but can he do it consistently for the next 4 weeks? That is the point. Well done. That is a really fantastic point. I see Toby's wrote a paragraph. We'll read that out in a minute. Luke says, Nobes 7, not great on the ball, covered the midfield well, and captain we needed for the last 20 minutes. Right, what's Toby said? Mate, I keep changing my mind every couple of hours. When I saw his stats, I was like, really? Eyes. And I saw it at first, but like I said, I knock him down for not getting the team together. I think that's James is saying 7 is fair for Noble. Oh, look at this. Kent's bringing it at 8.75. That's the first 7.5 we've had. Look at that.
This isn't the diving.
Stato for a reason. It really shows how people see it really shows how people see what they want though, because the haters will say he was useless yesterday. A few people did in the watch along. Here we go. He's too good for England. But yeah, let's move on then. Next on the list, we've done that part of the midfield now. The next player, he did get a goal and a well taken goal as well. Pablo Fornals. Pablo Fornals then. A very well taken goal. I liked how he got his body round to put that in the corner, and a great game I thought for him. And hopefully that goal gives him confidence now.
I thought he had a really good game. I mean, I watched the game back earlier, and I didn't realise for the first goal that he had that really clever, intricate backflip, like from the 1-2 with Coufal.
Yeah.
And you always know, look, you always get the energy, the backtracking, but it's the attacking that he's starting to bring into his game. He did seem kind of happy playing in the middle, and we bought him as a number 10, and he's been stuck out on the wing, and they were rotating around a bit, and it was a weird format because we played like a 5-3-2 with 3 centre mids, so he got to tuck in a bit more and get more on the ball. Done some nice passing, carried it quite well, and you always get 100 minutes out of him running. I'd give him an 8.
Yeah,
I thought considering it was his first game in a while as well. Was he been out for 4 weeks?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So considering he's come straight back in from that injury and he put in that sort of performance, I give him an 8.
Yeah. Let's see what people are saying. Right. So we're going 8. Fornals 8. 8. Run his nuts off and great goal. Oh, we've dropped down to a 7. Interesting. And so's Luke as well. 4 7. Tidy finish and lots of energy. But can someone please teach him how to pass to his own team? He just gives the ball away too much. Oh dear. 9 is too high, but he was class. Fornals 8 for me. Goal and played well. I'm so glad he's back. Yeah, it really, really does. 8, but it annoys me. I can't put 9. He's so close to being awesome. I like this. What's Fornicator took his goal well, but went missing in the second half. I hope I've pronounced that right for you, Scott. So we're going 7. 8. Pablo considered his injury record worked his Jacobs off. He certainly did. Fornals 8 worked hard, good finish, and supported defense and attack. I completely agree, and yeah, this puts it nicely. We really do miss him when he doesn't play. So that's justified his 7 by saying gave the ball away a few times. Glad he is back though, and great finish. And GP says an 8. Yeah. One of his better performances in my eyes. Really, really good. Let's hope he can take that confidence now. It's a bit of a carbon copy of last week or 2 weeks ago. For that man, it's Jay Lings. I feel like we're going to say the same thing as last week, Matt. If we were rating the first half 10, if we were rating the second half, not so high.
You know what? I think last time I gave him a 9. This time I'm actually going to give him a 10.
Oh, he's got a 10. The first. Hang on. I'm going to take it off. The first 10 in the player rating show live on West Ham Irons United. Come on then, Matt. Why did you give him the 10? Why does he get the first 10 on this show?
Because we wouldn't have that game we wouldn't have won that game without him playing. That first goal, he just carried it. It was a clever run by Antonio. We started to finish it on his left foot, and then the skill. Obviously, he didn't get the assist for the second goal, but that skill when he controlled it on the byline and flicked it over for Masuaku to get the assist, and he got the third goal as well. Don't forget, if you go back and watch that, not the first goal, the third goal, when he assisted Bowen, he literally picked the ball up, like, on halfway line, on his own. He had 5 players around him.
He was superb.
They all just got drawn to him and then left Bowen 1v1. They were all so panicked by his ability to hold the ball up and run. And then just to add it off, to give that little bit extra for the 1 extra from the 9 to a 10 this week, was his time wasting at the end in the corner, which absolutely rattled the Wolves fan base.
It was
absolutely
quality.
Rattled them. Pedro Neto went up to him at the end like, "Why would you play like that?" And Lingard said in the post-match interview, didn't he? He went, "Because I want to win. Like, we wanted to win. That's why I'm down in the corner."
Lingard.
So purely for that, and he absolutely rattled them. I give him a 10.
Oh, he is quality. I think just that dynamic he gives, that run, I think that's got to go down as the best solo goal of the season. I mean, just the way he got that, he picked it up. We haven't had that before. We haven't seen it from players in the past, and it's definitely come out today. Is Lingard our new Payet? Because the way he picked the ball up and went into the half, and Antonio's run can't go not mentioned because because the way he was going up and
pulled that defender away.
Yeah, he pulled that defender away, giving up the space. Smart finish, absolutely superb. 6 minutes in, I cannot say a bad word about him. What I am going to say though is he was limping at the end, and I really do hope to God that there's nothing on that. I really do hope so.
Well, what read today?
Yeah. I thought he was, he was going.
Because you could see it when he was stretching at the end. You could see him actually stretching his calves out.
I did go. Wow. Phew. Because when I saw it was cramp. I thought, oh, if this is a hamstring, I think, oh my God, no. Right. Let's see some comments then. Oh, dude. See, we've got more than a 10. 11, Jesse, 11. He's just too good. We got another 11. Give this man the keys to Stratford. Lingard, signed, sealed, and deliver this man in the summer. Give him what he wants and his parking space. I have no idea what that number is. 10 won the game. Absolute world beater at the moment. I'd pay to clean his toilet. I don't know if we went through these or not. 9, 10, 9.5, 9.5. I'm guessing. There you go. I'll tell you what. If you haven't watched Clips' video, it's class. That is class today. I just put that one in there. I went 10. Wow. So yeah. The Mancunian Maradona is here in claret and blue. Lingard 9.5 solo goal. You guys should sign him. I'm brilliant roulette story. Not 9.5, 10, and he is carrying you guys. It's superb. Right, I like this. Jesse Lingertoff. Jay Lings is on fire. Your defense is terrified. It certainly is. Lingard 9 pushing 10. Brilliant first half, but second half he was quieter but showed good game management. Cough cough, time wasting. Messi equals Jesse. Game management learn at Man United. And Tommy must sign this man ASAP. I completely agree. If Jesse turned up at my house and wanted to try my BAC Windows West Hampshire, obviously I would say no, but I would think about it. Well, there you go, Luke. Well, there you go. There's a debate going on of how much you would pay for Jesse Lingard. £60 million, £25 million, max 25 mil, but should be 15 to 20. I think, Matt, we won't go into we won't go into it now, but Man United are going to try and pull our leg, I think.
But they got to be careful because
he's only got 1 year left.
He's only got 1 year left, and he's said he's not going to stay because he's not going to get the playing time, and he won't. He's a different style of player to Fernandes, but for the way Man United play and the amount of space they get, they don't really want the ball carrier. They need the guy that's going to unlock a defence. That's what Fernandes does. So he's never going to get in front of Fernandes. So they either find a middle ground to sell him, or he just sits on the bench for $100,000 a year and then leaves in another year's time at 30 for free. And gets another big move. Thankfully, we're not football owners or agents or whatever. We haven't got to try and negotiate it. Leave it up to someone else.
Right. I know, right? Right then. The last player. I feel like there's got to be high ratings here. We paid 9 mil for Hugo. He's easily 12 Hugos. I'm not on the chat, so that's quality because I'm whacking these videos up. But this is going to be hard. We'll talk about it in a minute. Not Jesse Lingard. We've just done Jesse Lingard, the first 10. Can you believe it? But it is Mikel Antonio. I mean, we've got to rate players off 90 minutes, but he wasn't on the pitch 90 minutes, and we can only judge him from the 32 minutes or whatever he was on the pitch. And it's got to be up there, Matt. He was superb.
I'd give him an 8. I thought he actually looked fit, which is the annoying thing. Like he looked like he'd had those 2 weeks off had done him good because we were saying when he came back for the last month, every game he doesn't look fit. He looks knackered after half an hour. Whereas this is the first time he actually looked fit again. He looked like he was fit. He was firing, hit the post inside the first 3 minutes. Patricio tipped it on there. He said in the movement he made for the first goal, dragging the defender away. They weren't happy with him. He was bullying them. He was running them ragged. Good bits of link-up play. And then he had a shot from on the byline that he was never going to score. And then pulled his hamstring or something. Injured himself having a shot where he didn't need to shoot. But
I just hope.
Did he injure himself? Because he put his gloves back on. He looked like he was ready to go back out. And
Moyes was
like, no, you're off. And he looked angry about it. So hopefully he's not. Hopefully Moyes is just being over precautious because he's the only centre forward we got, isn't he, technically.
Yeah, I feel that I saw something on Twitter that he had some sort of scan today, and they don't think that, they thought at first glance that it's not too bad, but they're waiting for the full results to come back. So I hope that he will be back very very soon. So let's go into the chat. Let's see what you guys are saying. Right, I'm going to scroll up. For his 30 minutes, Defo a 9. Let me scroll up some more because I feel like there is some more. 9, 8. Antonio, I give 8. Hit the post again. He hit the post. I thought, why are you shooting from that distance? But he was very close. Scott said, Mickey 8 looked like a man on a mission before his injury. Was a 9 while he was on. Granted, it was only 30 minutes. 9 was a beast. He certainly was, Stu. Antonio 8, he was great. Oh, that rhymes. Antonio 8, he's great. Right, I have no idea what that number is, but we'll go with that. Toby says 9. When he went off, the game changed completely. I know we grabbed another one, but he was as important as Lingard. Interesting. So we've gone for a 9 there. Antonio 8 for 30 minutes. His hammies annoy me more than lockdown. Antonio 9 for half an hour and ragdolled everywhere. Yeah, he did. Yeah, everywhere. Not to players and mad intelligent runs completely. So there we go then. We've gone for 8 for him. And that wraps up the starting lineup then. We will go on to the subs, Moyes and the ref in a minute. But before we do, Anton's uploaded this nice video, so I'm going to play it. Please I have no idea what it says. Comment, like, subscribe, I think. Jesus, that was some music, Anton. Oh my lordy lord. Oh, that was interesting. So this is the player rating show. I did like that music. That was good. That was. We will move on into the subs then. The first one, he had to come in. I think it was in the 34th minute. For Mikel Antonio's injury, he got a goal. It is Jarrod Bowen. Bowen got a goal. The keeper should have done better, but if you don't shoot, you don't score.
Well, it's the second game in a row that he's smacked the ball at the near post and the keeper should have done better and it's gone in. But, it's the old adage, you don't shoot, you don't score. And so he did hit that one. He did absolutely nail, the Arsenal goal he mishit as well when his son Leno went over it. But this one, he did absolutely smash it in. It clipped in off the near post. It's hard because I feel like you're basically rating him on about 8 minutes of play because the second half we just got absolutely battered. I mean, the only contribution he had, I can remember Bowen doing the second half, was he had the sort of the cross shot that got saved and then Souček scored the rebound, which was disallowed handball. I give him a 7. I thought for the end of the first half he played well, but the second half we were on the back foot a lot, so he couldn't influence the game a lot. But he got important minutes. He got a run out. He looked like he was sort of linking up well with the attacking players. And, if Antonio has got a knock or something, he might have to step up and play down the middle more. So it was good. There was positive notes to take. He was building up play, getting all in, linking up the guys, took his goal well. Yeah, I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, Mark's gone for an 8. Scott's agree with you with a 7. Took his goal well, should have scored another. Hopefully he goes on a run now. We'd love that, wouldn't we? James says Bowen gets an 8. He's back now. Been missing, but 2 in 2 now. Let's hope. Garino, Bowen 8. Great finish, worked hard. Should have got a 2nd. Anton. Oh dear. Anton says 7. Bowen 8. Love him. What a goal! Reminded me of
Batistuta.
Oh god. There you go. Get out the feet and smash it. We have a gem of a player. Let's hope he can go on a run now, Luke. Definitely 7 because of the goal. He frustrates me in the final third. I think he does that to us all. Our next sub then, it was, I do believe, Ben Johnson. He came on, and I cannot find his video. Where is his video? This is very professional, isn't it? There he is. I apologise there. Ben Johnson, what do you think of his game, Matt?
It's kind of hard because he came on to shore up the left-hand side, and as soon as he came on, Creswell went walkabouts and they scored. I was like, and it's the second, not that this is in any way correlating to him, but it's the second game in a row that he's come on to shore up the defence, and then the team scores straight away.
Yeah.
Not that it's that one had nothing to do with him because Creswell committed when he shouldn't have committed. And apart from that, we did see out the last 20 minutes. After they scored, and he looked solid enough. He's never going to give you as much attacking on the left-hand side as he is on the right because he's obviously not naturally left. He's right-footed.
Yeah.
And I'll give him a 6. I think it was hard for him to really have a big impact in the game for the time he was on, in the position and the job he was expected to do. He was there to just bulk out the defence and try and stop stuff coming in. So, yeah, I'll give him a 6.
Yeah, it's fair. Yeah, fair. I mean, he came on and they scored straight after. We just had nothing to do with him. Johnson 6, Johnson 7. I thought he'd done really well. But up against Traore. 6, 5. Johnson 5, fell asleep for the second goal. Needs a year in the championship, not quite good enough at this level yet. Anton's changing again to a 5. He is changing to a 5. This crowd is harsh. Johnson 6, maybe 7 seems solid, but not really enough time to make an impression. Here he is. I mean, we're a bit past Fabianski style, but that's all right. Oh, here we go. Of course he did. Masuaku, leave it out, Stel. Leave it out. Masuaku -1. Come on, Stel.
On Stel time as usual, yeah?
Yeah.
When we're about finished and about to go, Stel turns
Go
up.
on, Matt. Go on, Matt. Tell him what you think.
Matt, -1. Come on, Stel.
Come on, Stel. Really, Stel? So he's gone Sufal 8, Dawson 5, Diop 6, Creswell 5, Masuaku -1. Stel is in the house. Here we go. Just finished painting. Some of us have work to do. Toby's not here anymore. Otherwise, he'd ask for his hoodie. But yeah, we're just saying, just ignore Stel. Not -2. No, come on. Right, come on. I even forgot where we got to. Johnson. Benrahma. Matt. He only came on for a short amount of time, but let's rate him. Yet again, given about 10 minutes at the end. Matt, what did you think of Benrahma? I mean, he didn't really touch the ball, did he?
It was the same sort of thing as Johnson, to be honest. He came on. I was thinking he's going to come on and be maybe a counter-attacking outlet because we're getting penned in. But
that's what I thought.
He actually just spent more time tracking back and bulking out the midfield. Like it's like we gave up. Like by the time he came on, I was thinking, oh, Moyes actually made like a sort of semi-positive move here. We're going to try and counter-attack, and it was like, no, he just brought someone else in to get another body on that's got fresh legs to try and just bulk out that 2 lines of 5 we had, with everyone behind the ball. I don't know if he even actually touched the ball. He did some good tracking back.
Couple times.
And doubling up. So I'd give him a 6. Again, it's hard to judge him when he's come on to basically defend when he's an attacker. So, yeah, I'd give him a 6.
Yeah. I think that's fair. We will give Said Benrahma a 6. So he's going Souček 7, Noble 6, Lingard 9, Antonio 8. Stel, this was breaking news on the player rating show. We got the first 10. Lingard got a 10 for that first half performance. Let's see. Oh, so many comments. Benrahma 6. Not much time on the pitch. That rhymes. Can't really rate him. We was all defending. We were. Benrahma 6 should have come on a little bit earlier. Benrahma 6 played a really good 1-2 with Lingard. Unfortunately, we were on the back foot when he came on completely. Yeah, I think that's it. There's a lot. I like this. Come on, get them in with hashtag free Benrahma. Let's get that going. Hashtag free Benrahma. That has concluded the subs then. As we move on, there's 2 people left to rate, and then somebody usually rates us as well. What do you think of our performance live tonight? But let's rate the gaffer on tactics and on his starting 11. It's David Moyes. Could have gone a tad more attacking in the midfield, Matt.
Well, this is a hard one because I think, he probably got it, in fairness. He probably got the tactics and the men right. I would have preferred to play maybe Fornals in the middle, but Noble done well, so I can't really argue on that. But again, for the second game running, we've gone 3-0 up, and we made the joke in the live stream that Moyes probably sitting there thinking, I told to go out and defend and be compact and not conceding. We're 3-0 up. I don't know how we've got here, but we've said that there's no plan from we're 3-0 up. We don't have a plan. And the second week running, we've got to 3-0, and he should have just gone. We're 3-0 up. Just keep going. Get the 4th, get the 5th, put it out of sight. And he seems to go, we're 3-0 up. Now we're just going to sit back and defend. And we've proven we've scored 6 goals in the last 2 games, but we've conceded 5. The sitting back and defending just doesn't work for us. So it's I want to give him an 8, but I might drop him down 1 to a 7. Just because in the second half he had no idea what to do, how to stop the wave, how to try and counter-attack it. There's nothing he could do. He could not stop their continual waves of attack from Wolves. And it was just the defence, hoping the defence could hold out till the final whistle.
We'll just see what Stell's rated us for, and we'll come to that in a minute. Right, let's scroll up a bit. What we're saying for Moyes. So you've gone for 7, 8, Moyes 9. We won. Good point. Moyes 9. Moyes 8. You've jumped on that bandwagon, Stell. You've worked out what that means. Stu 8. 80s Geezer 9. Anton wants Stell to stop copying him. Moyes 8. Agree with Matt. So there's 3 people left to rate, us 2, but that's not really important. The last player, the last person on that pitch was the referee, Michael Oliver. Thoughts on his performance, Matt?
I don't know. I thought there was times in the first half when he didn't seem to be calling it down the middle. And the thing is, I don't have a problem with a ref being poor as long as they're consistent. If you make a tackle from behind and they go, oh, I'm not giving that as a foul, then as long as he gives it both ways. I thought, we got 2 bookings that were probably rightly given, but at the same time, they have opportunities to get bookings they didn't get given. I don't know, I'd probably give him I don't want to do it, but I'd probably sit on the fence at a 5. Because there was times when he done okay, but then there was times where I was looking at some decisions and there was a really weird one as well. I can't remember what player got booked. One of our players got booked. You think he's literally just made a normal tackle and he's won the ball, and you've booked him. And yeah.
I'm just seeing some of the comments about us in there. We'll do that in a minute. Oh dear. So Stell's rated us already, and I'm guessing this is to Stell. Anton says we are rated Moyes, you donut. 8 needed a noble replacement on the bench. I don't know what that's about. We're still rating Moyes here. I apologise. 5 silly early bookings, so for that 7. Gary's dropped down to a 4. Mark's gone up to an 8, so Mark has doubled Gary's rating. Times he could have let the game flow, I think. Definitely. Scott says ref 8, didn't really notice him. Always a good sign. Noble and Lingard could have been. I'll tell you what, it got me really worried. He did that time wasting thing, and then
he kicked the ball away, didn't he?
Away. I thought, no, don't be a plonker.
You know what?
Now.
If that had been Mike Dean, he probably would have sent him off.
He would have sent him off.
Mike Dean. Yeah.
Speaking of Mike Dean, he referees our Leicester match next week, so that should be interesting. Somebody's got to clip that. Somebody has got to clip that. Right, let's see what you guys are saying about us. Right, so we need some pictures. I'm gonna get some pictures. Rate Jake and Matt. I'm gonna scroll up to what Stell said. He did it earlier. Stell Jake 8.5, not his age, just rating. Matt 6.5. That's harsh. That is harsh. Stell, come on. Still learning from Jake. Right. Dear. Rate Jake and Matt. So we're going. I guess that means Jake and Matt. 10. Thank you very much. Keep Jake talking. The piece downstairs is brilliant. 10. Matt 10. Yeah, very funny. 10 for the show. Good job, lads. Jam, see, we could be called Jam. That's the player ratio. Now there was one that I found a minute ago that I really, here we go. Garino said, Jake 10, Matt 10, because they finally got out of the failed boy band. I could be back in it if you want, Garino. You know, you bring it up. If you watched the match day live yesterday, for about 20 minutes, I don't know what it turned into, but it brightened my evening up a bit. That was for sure. Stell wasn't liking the whole hats vibe because Anton was wearing his hat back. Oh, just go and look at it. It was hilarious. Jake 10, Matt 10, very good job, guys. See, it seems to be the only non-10 rating seems to come from Stella. Rating for Anton. Just leave it out, Stell. Leave it out. Now let's rate Stell's painting. Where they go? We saw a hint on the daily today. We saw a hint on the daily. Here we go. Right back to work for me while Shoot Lot lays around. We are going to do it. Can we just have an appreciation for that lovely music that Anton did for that like, comment, and subscribe. All of the graphics, Anton's done them all. Well done, Anton, because I know that took a lot of time. All of these you've got here. I can see him smiling now. Well done. Right. I think that's it. It's a win. It's our first win. We've got our first 10 on the board. Brilliant review. 10 out of 10 rating. Thank you very much. Please, Jake, don't do it. You'll be one of those Where Are They Now TV shows. Oh, dear. Oh, no, did they play that? Oh dear. See, the Scottish invented TV. There you go, Stell. There you go. Don't ever forget about the Scottish. Oh god. Anyway, thank you very much. Thank God he's gone. Yeah. See, Anton's got a 10. Well done. Well done, Anton. You got a 10. But I was going to do, thank you very much. Like, comment, subscribe, check out my channel, West Ham Unofficial. That'd be greatly appreciated. We'll be back with the daily tomorrow. I've no idea who's doing it, but somebody will be here around 1 p.m, 2 p.m. It's Anton. Anton's doing it tomorrow. We're around 1 p.m, 2 p.m. It's usually set up a bit more, in advance when Anton does it because it's a bit more organised. But that is going to do it. Subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment with all of your thoughts. Me and Matt will be back next Tuesday for another rating show. Come on, you Irons.
Hopefully another win. Come on, you Irons.